Women's Celebration Month here in March. And I think it's been a success so far. This is the largest crowd we've ever had for this event. The most nominees that we've ever had are going to be featured here tonight. And first and foremost, I want to thank anyone who is a nominee tonight. Can I have you raise your hand and we have a round of applause so congratulations, thank you for applying, thank you for those who nominated. That's what we're here to celebrate tonight, are all the nominees. Before we get going here, I'd like to highlight a couple supporters for tonight's event. VACO is our legacy sponsor that has helped found this event, and CoStar is our title sponsor for the night. So thank you, CoStar and VACO. And with that said, I'd like to introduce our title sponsor for the night, CoStar, and Paul Devitt. Paul, the mic is yours.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for coming. Is everyone having a good time? Well, there's alcohol involved, so that always helps, doesn't it? So, CoStar is the title sponsor. We'd like to thank everyone for turning up. You know, this is I'm not going to talk about CoStar at these events. I typically say things like, come and work for us, we've got lots of technology jobs. But this isn't about CoStar. It's not even about any single company in Richmond. This is about all companies, and particularly it's about women technologists in Richmond. So, I do want to thank RVA Tech. So Nick, Lindsay, Kate, and Mary, where are you? I can see some of you right here. I call them the glue of Richmond because they kind of glue everything together. They hold these events. That's the only way most of us technologists get together, is through these RVA Tech events. So again, a big thanks to those guys. For this particular award, I'd like to thank Mary Lynn. I've known Mary Lynn for a long time. I've known her husband as well. She's better than her husband. Is Scott here today? He's not here. We've known each other for a long time. You're the person who's been driving these awards. You're the person who set this up, and we thank you for doing that. I'd also like to thank is Margaret Lynn McDermott here? I've never met you in person, but you know what I did today? I Googled you today, because I've never met you in person. So I Googled you, and it's amazing. The things you have done, you're an inspiration to all of us, and that's people of all genders. You're an inspiration. I wish our careers were like yours. So thank you very much. And now, without further ado, I'm going to bring Mary Lynn up to talk.
Thank you so much, Paul, and certainly thank you for your generosity tonight. We couldn't have done this without CoStar, so it was a nice check to write for all your free drinks tonight. Thanks so much. Hope you're enjoying. Order a double, everybody. And certainly to all the amazing women in technology that are nominated tonight, I'm honored and privileged for the opportunity to celebrate you. Our community is indebted for the incredible work you're doing in technology field. Your hard work, dedication, and innovation have not only impacted the industry, but also inspired and paved the way for future generations of women in tech. As we know, it's not always been easy for women to break through the barriers and make their mark, but you as trailblazers have not let this discourage you. Your contributions to the tech industry are numerous and significant. You've developed cutting-edge software, designed innovative hardware, and implemented groundbreaking solutions that have revolutionized the way we live and work. Your leadership, vision, and expertise have been instrumental in advancing the field of technology. But beyond your professional achievements, you've also been role models and mentors for other women in tech. You've taken the time to share your experiences, offer guidance, and support the women in the field. This kind of generosity and spirit of community is truly inspiring, and it's helped create a more inclusive and diverse tech community. As we celebrate this evening, I want to express my gratitude and admiration for all that you've accomplished. Your work has helped to shatter stereotypes, break down barriers, and create a more equitable and just community. So big round of applause again to all of our nominees today. And Paul's spoiler alert, yes, Lynn is here tonight. I'm so honored that she's joined us this evening. Lynn exemplifies all that I shared previously, and she will continue to be an inspiration to us all as she is now serving to better our community as the Secretary of Administration. Thank you, Lynn, for all you do. So again, welcome everyone for this record-breaking evening. I'm so glad you could all make it, and I'm going to turn it over to Amy Hurd, who's going to present our first award.
Hello, I have the privilege of presenting the Rising Star Award. The Rising Star Award is awarded to a woman who is a rising star for the first 5 years of her career in technology, with high potential for future advancement. She has distinguished herself from her peers, consistently exceeded performance expectations for her level. The nominees are, we have quite the list, Skylar Phillips from Tesla Incorporated, Jennifer Carr from Swedish Match, Taylor McGee from Century Distribution Systems, Ann Sutton from Dominion Energy, Danielle Doyle from Atlantic Union Bank, Angela Alvarez from Virginia Department of Criminal Justice Services, Erica McKinley from Harris Williams, Megan Newman from Humanitru, Lexi Burrows from Synergy Technical, Margaret Upshur from Mobius Materials, Eden Momshaw from CapTech, Caitlin Pinkard from Snagajob, and Wendy Marquez from Wise Solutions. Let's give them all a big round of applause. And this year's award goes to an individual that shows a constant desire to learn more, do more, and be more in the tech industry, in her career and on her team. She is always up for a challenge, the first to volunteer to help a teammate in need, and always ready to jump in on a new project or Microsoft solution that no one has yet that no one knows of yet, then quickly becomes the expert. She knows technology like the back of her hand and has grown tremendously while embracing her new role at Synergy Technical. In this role, she not only has to know the tech, but also strategically place it within the market based off of the trends, the people, and the economy, and the world events you've researched every day. So congratulations, Lexi Burrows. And with that, Emily, to present the Breakthrough in Technology Award.
Somebody has a glass to do a little clap. Cling, cling, cling for me. Thank you. All right. Okay, so Breakthrough Technology is awarded to a woman whose work developed new technology application and/or whose creative use of existing technology enhanced processes, methodologies, and/or service to benefit the organization.
This year's nominees are Sunanya Tujeha, Federal Reserve Bank of Richmond, Sonia Pereira, Advanced Auto Parts, Jessa Barnes, UDIG, Karen Diggs, Capital One, Nira Jane, AIS Network, Amy Mungo, Terrazzo. If you want to give them all
The 2023 award is given to a seasoned and highly accomplished IT professional, widely recognized for her exceptional track record of innovation in technical issues at the rapidly evolving field of identity access management. Most recently, our honoree and her team created a groundbreaking new enterprise automations for COV, new employee mail accounts, reducing completion time for over 11 days just to around 53 minutes.
While this accomplishment alone is noteworthy, it is just one example of her many outstanding achievements as a skilled technologist dedicated to serving the Commonwealth of Virginia. With a focus on technical efficiency, operational effectiveness, strategic flexibility, and innovative problem solving, this individual's team has become a model for excellence in the field. Under her leadership, they have undertaken several large-scale projects, including a critical effort that enabled VITA to navigate the unprecedented challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic. Please congratulate our Breakthrough Technology honoree, Nira Jain, with AIS Networks.
All right, Corinne and Shalita, and you guys are up next. This is Shatter the Glass Ceiling.
Hello everyone. Hope everybody is enjoying the festivities here. And as the momentum is building up, I'm here to share the award called Shatter the Glass Ceiling. And this award is given to a woman who is managing technology innovation projects and has accelerated and advanced her career beyond typical performance expectations, while providing exceptional leadership and mentorship to advance the growth of women in the technology industry. This award recognizes the women who increase the scope of opportunities for girls and women in the technology industry and advocated for their development and created future leaders. So with that, our nominees are, for this year, is Crystal Newman. Apologies if I don't say the name correctly. Crystal Newman from Dominion Energy. Leslie Lyon Martin from Century Distribution Systems. Daniel Doyle from Atlantic Union Bank. Courtney Totten from GDIT. Maria Gabriela, Waikater from WomenNow.dev. Jean Griffin from Harris Williams. Kathy Doss from Federal Reserve Bank of Richmond. Tricia Harper for KPMG. Big round of applause for all the nominees.
All right, our award honoree is able to see and hear data problems in conversations, documents, and daily meetings where most technology professionals may only see a technology problem. She is constantly trying to improve data processes, data governance, and how data is perceived and used by organizations. She helps them understand the value of their data and how it can enable better technology solutions. Her ability to focus on the problems at hand, but assess the long-term impact of the solution is rare and unique. Please join us in congratulating the very first officially appointed Chief Data Officer in the world, and our award honoree, Kathy Doss. You need to say something, Kathy.
So, this is very special to me as I look at Lynn.
When I first joined the Federal Reserve Bank of Richmond, I had the opportunity to meet Lynn, and she shared a problem with me that I immediately knew the solution to. And for those who know Lynn, you will understand this. Lynn slammed her hand on her table, about gave me a heart attack, and said, exactly, and you need to make this your #1 priority. And I did, and we got her done. But it's because of the support of people like Lynn that people like me succeed. And my desire is always to be passing that on. So thank you. This means a ton to me.
All right, now I invite Jen McCann for the next award. And Nora.
Everyone looks so great out there out in the crowd. So this next award is very, very special to Lori and I. Both of us had the wonderful opportunity early on in our careers to be mentored by Paula Pulak, like many of you in this room, so it's very near and dear to our hearts. The Paula Pulak Impact on Community Award is given to a woman that made a significant impact on the community in growth, enhancement, education, and promotion of technology in or outside of her organization. Our nominees are Brooke Bell, Public Consulting Group, Joya Sabini, Wireside Communications, Leslie Egan, the Virginia Department of Criminal Justice Services, and Chandra Brigman, Activation Capital. Finally, Kume Goranson from Code RVA Regional High School.
Thank you. All right, here's the winner. An advocate for women in technology, a natural leader, and lifelong learner. This year's award honoree has promoted the importance of digital age and how it serves to assist special education students. The work she does within her organization leads to the expansion of technology and education access for students who often struggle in the classroom. As a member of the Center for Information Technology Advisory Board at Deep Run High School, she is an advocate for the girls of CIT and female involvement in tech. Her voice has ensured female inclusion and its importance within the Specialty Center. Our honoree is also a yearly project mentor for the CIT projects, where she provides students with the opportunity to solve real-world problems and practice their technical and management skills. She specifically works with young female leaders who serve as project managers for their teams, guiding them on how to lead a team with fairness, strength, and knowledge, all while being a mentor for these young women. Please join us in congratulating Brooke Bell with the Public Consulting Group.
She's so quirky.
And now Elena is going to introduce the award for the Male Ally.
So I have the joy of the Male Ally presentation received. They assigned this one to me because I have a notoriously very high bar for male allies. So I'm very excited about this and some great candidates. Male Ally Award is given to a male leader who's gone out of his way to improve the diversity levels of women in technology, either within the organization or in the wider community. Male allies relentlessly work toward changing prevailing mindsets and attitudes. Successful nominations must provide case studies or examples of how the candidate's gone out of his way or strategically prioritized getting more women into IT and or supporting them in their career. This year's nominees are Roman Leritier from Epon Technologies, Ian Tyndall from Altria. Kristen from CapTech Ventures. And Reggie Bryant from Federal Reserve Bank of Richmond. Our 2023 honoree is a lifelong champion for diversity, equity, and inclusion for women and a true servant leader who routinely uses his position and his voice to raise up women. He sponsors a cohort that's focused on building modern IT skills and capabilities in 4 focus areas: Agile, Cloud, Product Management, and DevSecOps. In this talent development role, our honoree is driving efforts to increase opportunities and advancement for minorities and women in technology across his entire organization. He helps coach and strategically position women to grow in their careers and has a track record for promoting women into IT leadership positions. Please give a round of applause for our 2023 male ally, Reginald Bryant.
Thank you, Elena. Congrats, Reggie. So I get to almost close this down tonight and get the honor and privilege of announcing the Lifetime Achievement Award. This award is awarded to a woman who has demonstrated the highest degree of IT excellence, innovation, and leadership, and shone a light on the great things women in IT can achieve. Candidates should not only have demonstrated outstanding business or technology-focused achievements, but also acted as a positive role model and actively sought to bring more diversity to the technology industry throughout their career. Our tech community has so many dedicated women that fit these criteria, leaving the judging panel with a very, very tough decision. And I'm serious with that one. The 2023 nominees are Casey Quinlan from Mighty Casey Media, Pamela Craven from Silveria, Deb Cassidy, Fortium Partners, Tammy Hordsby Fink from the Federal Reserve Bank of Richmond, Patty Titus, Markel Corporation, and Chandra Brigham from Activation Capital. For more than 25 years, our honoree has led a distinguished career as a cybersecurity and privacy leader, ensuring the protection of information assets across diverse industries. Early in her career, she served as the first CISO for TSA within the Department of Homeland Security. She went on to hold executive-level leadership roles for the U.S. Departments of State, Defense, Unisys, Symantec, and Freddie Mac. Throughout her career, she's demonstrated a passion for transforming, enhancing, and maintaining robust IT security programs. She most recently joined Markel Corporation 7 years ago as the company's Chief Privacy Information Security Officer. Our honoree is a valued advisor to multiple technology firms, including serving on the board of Black Kite and Excitem. She's also passionate for advancing careers for women in the security and technology field. She's a member of the Board of Advisors for the Executive Women's Forum, the Girl Scouts of Virginia, and the Girl Scouts of the nation's capital. The 2023 Lifetime Achievement honoree is Patty Titus. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm humbled. I'm honored. Thank you to all the women in this community who make these kinds of things happen. And thank you to RVA Tech. So I did not practice this because I was convinced it was not going to be me. But I greatly appreciate the honor. So thank you so much.
One last big round of applause for all our nominees this evening. Thank you so much. everyone you saw here present tonight, the awards, is on my committee, so I want a big round of applause for all the support that they've done tonight. They've been amazing, as has the district here. But before we adjourn tonight, I'd like to invite Vida back up to the podium for a special tribute this evening.
Wow, this is such a packed house. Marilyn, this was not like this, like when we started this conference. I'm so excited that we have such a community who supports women in technology these days. And it is in that spirit that I stand here and I ask for grace in advance as I go through our special tribute, because I am one of those women who sat between the trailblazers and the rising stars that we have today. And I am one of those women who sat at the knee of Paula Gulak back in the day, who said, "Vida, that voice of yours." I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Yeah, we need it." But it was Casey Quinlan who helped me to understand what my mission was actually going to be. And it's weird sitting in this place as a Generation X woman who was born between the trailblazers and who is sitting here hoping to shepherd the young ones today, to let you know this is an industry that you guys belong in, that you guys, remember that? That's where we got that from, that little culture. But that you girls belong in. And I sit here humbled because I had Nick tell me earlier, "Well, Vida, you're one of them." No, I'm not. I learned from the trailblazers, and I will never forget my introduction to Casey Quinlan wasn't a handshake. It was me being on stage, talking about my conviction that data needs to be handled with care, that we were actually handling the lives of humans commuted to bits and bytes so that we can better make decisions, that she became my amen corner. And she said from the crowd, "Amen, sister." And so we began a dialogue, and for the rest of that talk, I spoke to Casey. And I spoke to Casey because she also was well adorned with an entire QR code on her chest. I had never, not only were women who were vanguards in technology and corporations and business, and I was in consulting, and so we were definitely buckled up. So my tattoos are covered. But hers was emblazoned on her chest because she proudly proclaimed that technology should not be advanced at the expense of humanity. And it was her who I talked to afterwards. She didn't come shake my hand. I went and shook hers. And I thanked her for giving me someone in the audience who understood when I said, we're going faster than the human experience can comprehend. And she said, yes, ma'am. And every talk I gave in Richmond after that day, she was at. And she always gave me someone to talk to, someone who was experiencing with the human population the effects of the work that we do every day. So much so that she was willing to tattoo it on her body. It was her who explained to me over and over again to speak with authenticity to the experience of technology, that regardless of what the advances that we were going to make sitting in these cubicles, sitting in these dark rooms and later sitting around the table with executives as we talked about what is the responsibility and the bottom line of getting this done right now. That we had to remember that there was a child on the other side of that. And as I have grown in my career, and as I embark on what I hope to be the twilight season of impact, I can't help but to think, man, I hope I go out like she did. And she is, and she will, and yet she won't. Casey Quinlan's spirit will never go anywhere. She is our neighbor. She is our conscience. She's our past, but she is also our legacy, and she is who we will become. I was reading through some of her, and I always read her stuff and listen to her stuff, but I think we collectively came out of COVID different people. And I think all of us are touched in a measure or manner of mental health and stability. I can't think of anyone in my life who isn't in some way touched by that. And I was talking with someone about the advances of AI and ChatGPT and healthcare. And there's a couple apps, if y'all want to play with them, come talk to me afterwards, that you should probably try. But we are deliberately trying to find a technological solution for mental well-being. And we are forgetting that it is in the energy of this moment. It is in the energy of this moment. You all, when I started talking about Casey, even the back of the room got quiet. Because there is an energy to humanity that connects us in a way that there is no technological solution that will ever emulate or duplicate that. And that is what Casey Quinlan fought on behalf of for the collective. And I am so thankful that she did it right here in Richmond. I am thankful that she did it right here in Richmond, because we, as the Richmond community, have an opportunity to really be vanguards in solutioning for humanity, because we have neighbors who have allowed us to recognize that we can't do it without one another, and we can't do it at the expense of one another. And that is why I've always been so proud to be part of the Richmond community, because I sat at the knees of Paula, and I sat at the knees of Casey, and they explained that no matter how much we did in finance and energy and manufacturing and defense, and let it be known, Virginia and Richmond, we are absolutely, positively leading the charge in all of those areas. But we did it with a spirit of humanity as embodied by Casey Quinlan. And so, well, I don't think my tribute necessarily did justice to her semi-scientific snark. I hope at least you know that on behalf of us at Rich Tech, on behalf of us at Women in Technology, who are still trying to figure out our way in this very male-dominated industry, that we meant it with a hug. We meant it with the wit of intelligence that lets us know it cannot be replaced by an AI widget, but can only be found in the very humane intelligence of brilliance, and that we have that here in Richmond. And I thank you on behalf of RVA. See how long back I go? Sorry.
Thanks so much, Frida. In case some of you in the room didn't know that Casey has entered hospice, and so let's give her a big hell yeah. So, if anybody's ever been to an event with Casey, you always know she's in the back or in the front or wherever she is. You can hear her, right? And you can hear her say, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, and heckle and laugh. That's why I love her. She always had a great sense of humor too, through it all. So again, thanks everyone for coming tonight and helping us with our tribute. Casey was an amazing lady. And thank you, CoStar, for sponsoring this evening again, and the committee, and everyone at RVA Tech for all that you've done. Have a great rest of your evening. Thanks.